X Games, the Fright Ride.
Travis Pastrana.
15 and fearless.
Brian Deegan.
Fueled by the dark thinking he calls
Metal Militia.
Here and Now.
Matt Hoffman.
Back from the wrecks, the body battered, the mind all too willing. The Miracle Boy.
Dave Mira.
No-handed 540s?
No problem.
This is the X Games version of the Roman Colosseum. Danger and fear fueling the frenzy. In the sea of flesh surrounding the Masonite Canyon, the gladiators of Bike Vert get rock star treatment from the adoring hordes. The Canadian beast, Dave Mira, in the Vert finals. The virtuoso, Dave Mira, trying for a 7th straight X Games gold medal in bike events. And look who's black in the saddle. Fan favorite, surgeon's best friend, insurance man's nightmare, Matt Hoffman. All part of Night 5 on X5 from the pier here in San Francisco. That's our home. This is the X Zone. Inside, the usual party has gathered. That's the wakeboard crew along with street luge guy, biker Sherlock up there in the game room. In front here, we may have rewritten a few rules of the dress code if there ever was one in here. And on the couch of honor, the bike guys. Rick Thorne has brought many of his buddies here. Hi, Rick. TJ Lavin on the couch here. Fuzzy Hall. The usual treatment here, which is nothing but really grade A prime U.S. beef sirloin X Games event coming up tonight. Get to the Bike Vert final in a moment, but first, Freestyle Moto X. This is the event that's gotten the stamp of approval from all the X Games athletes. Basically, sight unseen, spawned from the showman of Supercross racing. Right down there at the end of the pier in the tower, Cameron Steele and Jerry Bernardo, a full throttle debut, a speed metal mosh pit field, JB.
Chris, you know what we got here? It's called a Moto Feeding Frenzy. We're going to get the gas-powered circus freaks and send them up in the skies at Moto X. They drew straws, and somebody had to be first at Moto X. It's Mike Sinkmars.
Yeah, Sink was serious when he was coming to the X Games. He decided he was going to set up some ramps, jump his house 150 feet in length, 50 feet up in the air. He was going huge. He's going to have a good time here today.
Mike Sinkmars, at 21 years old, is already a seasoned vet in the world of freeride. Made millions of videos, jumped at all foreign countries. The kid is rolling big, and he's ready to rock here at the City by the Bay. Freestyle Moto X right here in the hoosh.
Just like we called it, coming straight out with the huge whip. Sink is not going to stop. Oh, big no-hander. You're going to see some variations of that no-hander behind, above, to the side. These guys are going to throw some sick stuff.
Yeah. With 1:15 per run, there's not a lot of time to get in a bunch of hits, Cam.
No, it looks like they're only going to have between 6 and 9 hits. Looks like Sinkmars maybe electing to just use these 2 huge ramps in the front. They're about 80 feet apart. You see him with the candy bar in his front foot over the top there. Just incredible. Look at that.
Turn it to the crowd. They're digging on it. We got hang time, hang time.
You can see him when he comes into the ramp, he preloads. That's how he gets the height, throws the big whip. He like kind of loads the bike and jumps into the ramp. Watch him as he comes into it. He may even wheelie into it a little bit.
You gotta love it. You gotta love the crowd. Look at it, all the way around, 24/7, right here, right now. On the Bay, San Francisco, Freestyle Moto X.
I think they like it. You see Sink bouncing on that landing a little bit. The judge is going to be looking for technical landing. Sink is about as technical as they get.
I think these motorcycles, we're going to the next level in television right here.
You know what? I can't believe they brought this gas-powered lunacy to the X Games. Look at this. Here's a textbook whip, all the way flat, all the way sideways, throwing the look at the crowd. Think Mars. Here comes the no-hander behind his body. That's a variation. Again, a lot of guys see him double pump it back. Gets his hands back on. And then we're going to see right here, we're going to see what's called the stale fish saran wrap. Feet straight out through the bars, comes off saran wrap. That is a new trick the guys have just started busting out.
Sinkma's first out the gate. Oh, 92.67. Well, obviously he's in first place because the only rider so far. Okay, here's how it works. We'll get the top 9 riders, but only 5, count them, 5 can make it into the finals. As a kid, Brian Deegan built jumps in the sandbox and always played nice with the other kids.
Definitely just out here for destruction. Just, you know, tear this course up and make all the fans go nuts, just cause a riot.
Representing all that is evil in the world. You know what, Cam? Marilyn Manson is even afraid of this kid. The other half of a metal militia, Brian Deegan, busting the mini spikes.
Spikes, fun, rebel flags, stickers, all in black. Deegan is going to go humongous, and he's going to do it crazy. He's going to rev up the crowd. He's probably going to end up roosting the crowd if he has it his way. They told him not to, I'm sure, but he's going to break every rule. Starts out with a no-footed one-handed whip. Something a little different.
We knew the militia was going to roll on set with a few stunts up their sleeves. Here comes Deegan. He's got the mohawk on top of his head. Doesn't smile at anybody. Hates everyone. He's just a real nice kid from Nebraska. Deep down inside, in his heart.
The best part of the fact that he hates everyone and breaks all the rules is he's always smiling when he does it, and you see him throw the bike completely sideways. He never takes that grin off his face.
A little panic rev when he's doing the grabber.
Yeah, when you hear that bike rev up real high, he's trying to keep the front end up. You know, he's letting go of the bike. And when they rev it, the inertia of the motor and the wheels start to spin fast, brings the front end of the bike back up.
How about the time at L.A. when he won his first ever 125 Supercross main? Cam, tell the folks at home what he did at the podium.
What he did is when he got to the finish line, he decided he won the event. He threw his bike away, what we call ghost rider. There's a no-handed lander. That's the first time we've seen that today, Jer.
He did that in practice the other day and threw his bike off the little berm to the left. He crashed and got up, kind of put his hands on his hips.
Deegan is riding incredible. You know what? It might have been the start of things when he was at that Supercross, threw his bike away. Maybe he kind of liked the feeling, so he just found a way to bring it back. See a huge knack right there. Deegan got fined $1,000 by the people to put on the event, and one of his fans stepped up and paid it.
I think we should vote Deegan the cult hero for all the little troublemaking Broms in the world.
You can hear the crowd. They love him. Check this out. Here he comes across the field, setting his bike up straight, takes his hands off. This is going to be the no-handed lander. Look at that. Impact, 80 feet across, no hands. And then look at this knack-knack, completely whipped. Some of the guys are doing whips, some of the guys are doing knack-knacks. Deegan puts them together.
All right, even if he doesn't care, look at that score, 93.33. Putting him up in the first place. Think that'll take that smile off his face? I don't think so. Don't be sneaking out for some more pretzels. Still to come, the 15-year-old Moto Whiz kid, Travis Pastrana.
Yeah, Jerry, he is the ultimate showman here. Really gets what the X Games are about. And the riders will tell you he's the guy to beat with a couple of favorites. Mike Metzger, Kerry Hart, knocked out of this competition with injuries on the practice run there. Coming up, the Bicycle Warriors. The Bike Vert Finals still ahead. Plenty more coming up.
Now the place is packed, so I'm back on the move to mirror. Who will be the last one to face me? My nerves getting done, my head was getting spun, and now I'm getting busy with the armor that I brung. And I took it upon myself to let me know I'll be the ruler. I stuck it in the
Metal Militia's Brian Deegan claims that this course was built on a burial ground, thus it is haunted. It has been taking out all the top dogs.
Here comes Kerry Hart. He came up short in practice, went over the bars, ended up getting knocked out. Mike Metzger, favorite coming in, blows his knee out, cuts his chin up, limps off with an ACL injury.
Right here we see Tommy Clowes snapping his wrist. Second time he's crashed out in practice prior to an event. Tommy, obviously disappointed. And the youngest kid in the competition, 15-year-old Travis Pastrana, has definitely had his injuries too.
I was 4 years old when my dad and my mom got me my first motorcycle for Christmas.
Once he got on the motorcycle at 4, that's all he wanted to do.
I rode that motorcycle from sun up till sundown.
We were at a track there when he was about 7 years old and didn't know nothing landing at the age of 7, and I got chewed out by some other father for letting Travis do that.
He graduated from high school 3 years early, and then he started college, and he's just finished his first year of college, and he has a 4.0 grade point average.
That's, I guess, abnormal.
And he's very focused in everything he does.
I'm so nervous.
I would say I'm very nervous. He just came off of a really bad injury.
Dislocating my spine was a big thing, but again, when you get a major injury, you're usually knocked out. You don't remember it.
No matter what he does, he gives 100%. I need to support what he does.
It's probably harder for them than it is for me, actually. But, you know, they keep supporting me, and they know that they can't take it from me. I mean, it's something I really love to do, and I really enjoy doing. So, you know, it's hard for the family, but it also brings us closer together.
They're here to see this guy right now, Travis Pastrana. If you want to see somebody that knows how to jump, you want to see somebody go huge, 6'2", right now, 15 years old.
He's just a kid. He's a little guy. No, he's not. He's 6'2", he's 15. Watch the amplitude. He is never going to slow down. He is on the gas. This is the first time he's come back to competition. Oh, my God. Did you see that? Snapped that completely wet.
I don't even want to stop counting the surgeries and injuries that this kid has had. Oh.
He was laying on his feet.
Oh! Superman T-grab with the Indian air, crossing the legs.
You see him throw his hand up this end. He's totally into it.
Look at that cliffhanger extension. You saw some of the riders with their butt about a foot off the seat. There you have the kid with his butt 3 feet off of the seat.
Coming off the motocross background, Pastrana will not stop. In between hits, he's wide open, pitch sideways. Look at him on the gas. Little nose wheelie. Yeah! Let's high five.
We're high five. Look at this, something different. It's saran wrap off the landing ramp. Coming down to 15 seconds. You can hear the horn. Here he comes across. No foot of can't heel clicker.
You know the judges are going to be all over that, using every bump and hit on the course.
Here comes his last hit by Watford. Sometimes I can't even say anything when you see that.
You know what, Cam? Just lay back and let the pictures do the talking.
Oh, these guys just love the show. Here it is, Superman C-grab with the Indian air. You see that? That is a BMX move. He twisted his legs in reverse. I can't believe they can get back on the bike. Check this out, the lazy boy. That's his trick. He invented it. Legs out in front, arms all the way back. A little fun with the crowd, going up, showing off, little nose wheelie. That is a tactical thing to do. Front brake is holding them up, nods to the crowd a little sideways.
Guess what? One of the judges gave him a perfect score. 96.00. First place, Travis Pastrana. 8 surgeries, broken bones. It don't matter. Here's some action with Canadian Bacon, Chris Garwaziak, a young buck.
See him throwing a combo there. Look at Clifford Adoptante, the flying Hawaiian, grabbing that steel bar on the back of his bike. You got Link.
You know an event is huge when you got a shot coming off the Goodyear blimp. Welcome back to Freestyle Moto X at the Pier in San Francisco. It's all about hauntings. It's all about superstition. Look at the middle. It almost seems like it's a Moto Stonehenge.
Filtered.
Motocross, you know, everyone has a little bit of superstition. I didn't used to be superstitious until a couple months ago when I got thrown in jail.
Yeah, I'm really superstitious.
So now I'm just going to try to hug a bunch of cops and see how that works out. My big one is I cannot wear blue gear.
Yeah.
If you ever see me wearing blue gear, I'm going to be in a first turn pile up. Guys, can I have a big old hug?
I hop over tracks.
Come on!
My ritual is to listen to a little Napalm Death and punch myself in the face about 10 times. I usually drop my helmet. I mean, most guys do. But
a lot of motocrossers have a lot of different superstitions, but that's probably because we have so many broken bones.
Broke a bone in my knee, broken ankles.
Since I was 12 years old, I've had 18 broken bones.
Oh boy.
And 8 surgeries.
I'm knocked unconscious 5 times.
Do you really want me to keep going on?
Travis has some
what do you call them, battle scars on his backside. You ought to get a look.
Broke my tibia, fibia, 695 burn on my back. I noticed myself stumbling a little bit as I'm walking just because my equilibrium's a little jacked up. Torn ACL, PCL, LCL, MCL. Hooked on my calf, feeling pretty good. Well, let's see what happens.
You know, the thing about this kid is, yes, he does have Tourette's syndrome, and people have teased him, but he doesn't care. They're always beating him up. He's fighting back. He just says whatever. He's out here at Freestyle Moto X, and it's his turn to shine.
You know what he's really laughing about is that it's the beginning of summer, and his kid, that age 17 are probably in summer school. He's out here on national television, international television, whipping it completely flat and sideways.
International television, let me just lay it out for you. 180 countries in the next 2 weeks.
Freestyle Moto X blowing up. Look at the Superman T-grab kick. Throwing the kick similar to the Indian Air, but he's not quite getting him crossed. This guy wants to make the final. He's set in position to make it now. He wants to upgrade a little bit.
Bringing him up young, rolling low down in Southern California. 17 years old. Look how good he is already.
Here he comes. Look at that. Look at the extension. Great riding from San Diego, California down there in Southern Cal. Look at that melancholy. Whipping it, grabbing the fender reverse. That's a skate move those guys are busting out.
Man, this place is packed. Look at all the people here for Moto X.
Starting to think about that bar hop.
About 70 feet long.
I don't feel much wind right now. Maybe just got a sketchy takeoff right there. Here he comes with the whip.
That boy just handed me a piece of paper that said Twitch has been riding since he was 2 years old. Man, when I was 2, I was still drooling.
There he is! The bar hop! That is his move. Nobody else is blowing that out.
Looking like Gumby with the flexibility.
Look at that heel flip. You see how high he gets his feet up in the air when he does that?
I'm watching.
This is his last hit right here. Look at the whip. Whoa, coming up long. Wow.
You know what? He's not shaking his head right there.
I know I haven't seen him in the air actually shake. There he's giving you a little shake. Some of those tricks that guy did were just incredible. Look at the bar hop. Look at the extension. You see his legs actually snap. Wow. Max there. He's up 30 feet in the air. Look at that. He's over the scaffolding. He's trying to get up on the bridge.
Twitch taking in his score. He's looking good, 91.33. That's what we like to see. Everybody smiling, everybody happy.
These aerial pictures are provided by the Goodyear Blimp Eagle. Goodyear blimps travel over 100,000 miles every year, covering major sporting events like Moto X.
You go to the Moto X store, you get 9 riders. You let them have 2 runs. The top 5 advance. The rest are on the bus back over to Oakland. In '99, Chris Rourke was the winner in the 125 and the 250 Pace Ultracross. Let's have it. High above the sea, San Francisco Bay. Look down there, Pier 3032. I give you Moto X. Travis Pastrana coming out for a second run. Got a little thing clipped on there. Looks like a little helmet cam.
What the heck, right? He's coming out here. He's already right now sitting in first place with only 1 rider left to go. Look at that. He's going to bust some different stuff. He's going to wear the helmet cam. No jeopardy here. As long as nothing happens where he gets hurt, he will be in the final. Look at that Superman T-grab with the Indian Air.
You got to love the way he just stays on the gas the whole time. Motocross background is the moto. What can I say?
The crowd says it all. You can hear that little 125 winging it up a little higher than the 250s. You know what I equate it to? I say it's like riding a chainsaw wide open all day.
Travis has a great family. His mom and dad totally support him 100%. He got hurt really, really bad about a year ago, but they still let him come out and play.
Look at that, almost running into the grandstand right there, lands with the nothing. You know this kid, not only is he a phenom in motocross, look at that start from, look how short he started. My gosh, he started right from the edge of the berm. So much forgotten. Look at that, there it is. We knew that was going to come out. That is the rodeo air.
Brand new, with excitement, seething with excitement. Listen to the crowd.
This is it right here. You heard me blow it up. Grabs the center of the bars, takes the hand off, and heel clicks. That is the rodeo, like riding a bucking bronco. That is the exclamation point of a champion. This kid could and probably will win this event with tricks like that. Just to pump it up, here he comes across. Just a little no-handed lander into the 15-mile-an-hour cross breeze. Oh, watch out for the stands.
Travis Pastrana, 97.0. That's a little bit close to perfect. All right, it's all on the line right now for Mad Mike Jones. He needs a 91.67 to knock Stenberg out for 5th place to get in the finals. You're going to see him go super easy.
You know, I know Jones, he's not used to being in 6th place in qualifying. He's used to being in the lead, 1st, 2nd, somewhere up in the front. He's going to go nuts. Look at that, the lazy boy. Whoa, barely getting back on the bike. He doesn't care about the crosswind. Right now, we're at 9 miles an hour. It's up and down. Look at him. He's going into the wing with the coffin. Just catching the edge of the landing ramp there.
We were at that jump contest in Idaho, and Chris Rourke beat him. He wasn't really happy to get 2nd.
No, he wasn't, and you know what? Newcomer Jeremy Stenberg sets in 5th place. He is on the bubble with this last rider, Jones, out on the track. Look at the rock there, look at the extension.
He'll do whatever it takes. He is the ultimate consummate showman, a world traveler. He's ready to go big here at Moto X. He wants in.
Look at that, one-handed, one-footed whip. Jonesy came in from Canada where he won a Supercross race up there. He missed the first round of practice because he was committed. Look at this, heel click, getting a little squirrely there. He's going into the wind. Right now we have a gust of 18 miles an hour. That is incredible that these guys are jumping in that. Look at that, nothing.
Check out the SMP stickers on his spokes.
He's propping everybody. Got about 10 seconds left in this run. Here he comes out.
Everyone get up for him.
Wow. Getting hectic.
He's pumping it up. I don't know, man. This is definitely the couple run. Look at the whip. This is going to be about it right here. Last hit coming into the wind right now. There it is. Oh, the fender grab, no-hander lander. You're clapping, Jared. That must mean something. I think he's going to bump up into the final.
That's what we like to see. Jonesy always works the crowd, always.
Here he comes right here, putting his feet straight out. First jump, he does a lazy boy. Did the coffin in the first run. Lazy boy in the second run. Check this out. Here it is the other way. This is the coffin head. You see him hit the fender, and the fender bounces back there. This is going into the wind. Look how high he goes right here. He's probably over 30 feet in the air going across the scaffolding into the shadow of the Bay Bridge and landed. That's a huge rocket air.
At Moto X, all dreams come true. Mike Jones is in the finals with a second run of 92.67. Not used to being in 5th place, Mad Mike Jones. In 4th, we got Chris Rourke from Boise, Idaho. Apple Valley's finest running shift, Mike St. Maz. The bad boy of Metal Militia, Brian Deegan. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Who cares? The kid's only 15 years old. He can't even race Supercross. Travis Pastrana in 1st. You can see the final Saturday on ABC's Wide World of Sport. 2 o'clock Eastern. Do not miss it.
Jerry wouldn't think about it. On ESPN.com, little chat in progress here. We got some of the dirt bike guys. TJ Lavin, Timothy, a.k.a.
He will jump over his house because he has a freestyle course in his backyard.
Actually, 145 feet over his 2-story house. Did it last week, warming up for the X Games. He brings everything but the kitchen sink to the tricks. Look at the whip. Starting out. Textbook. This guy has what it takes to win this event. Gonna throw it out. Here he comes back across into the wind. No-hander to no-hander lander. Perfect.
Big Maz is only 21 years old. He's been in more free ride videos than Robert De Niro.
The kid's throwing some combos right now. The wind is really gusting across the course. We got 15-mile-an-hour wind right now. I can feel the gust coming. Look at the candy bar. Sticking his foot over the bars.
If you talk to St. Maz, he's really kind of mellow, soft-spoken. When he gets on his bike, everything changes.
There it is. Sailfish Saran Wrap. He wants to win this event. He is out here going nuts.
definitely the biggest jump contest in the world in 1999 Freestyle Moto X. Would you agree, Mr. Steele?
No, I would have to take that to another level. Definitely the biggest freestyle jumping event ever in the world,
in the history of the world.
Another no-handed lander. That's a multiple no-handed lander.
You know, let me just add, that's kind of a sketch landing over there. He did that in practice and wiped out.
There he comes across with the cliffhanger. Sink raising his arms. He wants the victory here. Look at the replay. Whipping it, looking over at the crowd. Look at this, coming at you. No hands behind, no-handed lander. That's the kind of thing that could take him to the victory. That's going to move him, I'll bet, into the top. Look at the candy bar, how long he holds it. One last time, look back at this stale fish saran wrap. Look at the extension, the look over, knocks his arm off, lands perfectly. This guy has it all, like I said, everything, including the kitchen sink, Mike Sinkmars.
You know, you're a professional when you get a check. Looks like he's going to be hooking up. He's currently ranked in first with a 96.00. You take 5 competitors. You give them 2 runs out of a 100-point scale. That's how you win the gold. Running colors right now, the infamous Metal Militias, 1/2. Ryan Deegan. Look at the spikes. Dressed in black, copping serious attitude.
He's coming out ready to kill. He's going to go nuts right now, blow it up. He's a freestyle jumper. He's here to win this event today.
Deegan's one of the only guys to ever win a 125 Supercross.
Starts it off with the knack-knack. You know, one of the things I was saying is that Deegan is used to taking his arms, his body off the bike, and one of the things he did before is he won the 125 Supercross at LA Coliseum, and when he crossed the finish line for the victory, he tossed the bike away, gave it up. He got fined $1,000. He wouldn't pay it. He doesn't play by the rules. Actually, one of his fans paid the bill for him.
If they told him not to do it, he would. If they said he could, he wouldn't.
He's against the grain, ATG at all times. Superman seat grab for Brian Deegan.
You gotta love the style, though. Look at the style on the chest protector with the spikes.
You know, he definitely has a style all his own. The militia is kicking. They actually made a video. It's called On Any Black Sunday. It was too gnarly to release. It actually was like more like a Faces of Death video. So they're gonna tone it down and put it out for everyone to get. Look at that.
No-hander landing. I saw him do that in practice, and he ate it. Obviously, he's got it wired right now for Moto X Finals.
This guy is on his game. He is here to win. He comes into this first round of the finals, qualifying in second place. Here goes across. One-handed lander, no foot whip.
We haven't seen that yet.
That kid's crazy. He's a kooky kid out there on his bike. What the heck does he think he's doing? This is going to be his last hit. Look at the Superman seat grab. He's going to rev it for the crowd. He's got his arm up.
Actually, just has his arm down like, what up? Give it up. Come on.
Check this whip out. Look at the style. Look at the knack-knack. Full extension. That's something the judges are looking for. He's got it fully down. Look at the Superman seat grab. Reaches for the hole. Throws his feet back. Look at that. Straight down. And look at this as he hits the wooden ramp. See the compression over the scaffolding. Max air just over 28 feet.
After his first run in the finals here, the MCD rider Brian Deegan currently placed in second. Still to come, the wonder child Travis Pastrana.
Lord.
Moto fans, welcome back to the X Games. First time ever Freestyle Moto X from the pier in San Francisco. Look at this leaderboard. Mike Sinkmars running up at number 1. There's one kid left. Introduce yourself. Hi, my name's Travis Pastrana. I'm 15 years old. I like motorcycles. Yeah, I've had 18 broken bones and 8 surgeries in the past 4 years. Want to go riding?
The surgeries and the scars are one thing, but what about this story? He was at a freestyle jump event in Lake Havasu, Arizona last year. This is his first time back. You see him come out with a no-footed can. He actually hit a 140-foot jump that none of the 250s were doing. He did it on his 125, and he separated his spine from his pelvis.
His mom and dad are here. They totally support him 100%. They said he could do 3 jump-offs this year, including right here, right now, San Francisco Moto X.
You know, I know that his factory sponsor at Suzuki is grooming him to be a Supercross star. He's not old enough yet. Look at the Indian there with the Superman C-grab. That is it. That is the stuff right there. Look at the twist of the leg. Look at him. He's just showing the crowd. Superman C-grab, Indian air to nose wheelie. He's revving it up. Listen to that bike pinned at all times. It's a chainsaw between his legs.
How does someone so young learn so much stuff? He's probably been riding since he was hanging out like a 1-year-old.
He probably came out with the bike strapped to him. Look at the lazy boy. Look at that. Little style whipping his arm back there. Already a high school graduate at 15 years old. He's going to the University of Maryland. Look at that. There it is, the rodeo air. The first time it's been busted out in competition right here at the X Games.
6'2", beating up on the competition. Travis Pastrana on the Suzuki 125.
Wow, Jer, I can't believe what we're seeing here. Please show me everything he did. Here he is, the Wonder Boy. We knew he was going to throw it. The new move, the rodeo air, like riding a bull. And here he comes straight at us. Look at the cliffhanger. Butt 3 feet off the seat. Arms straight out. This kid is going nuts. One last look. Look at the Superman seat grab with the Indian air. He stole that from TJ Lavin on the BMX bike. Not only is he doing the huge Indian air, but look at this. Max air just under 30 feet with the Indian air.
Travis Pastrana says, you never think you're going to crash until you're laying on the ground semi-conscious. 99.00. Currently ranked as... Maybe. Ready to... Hi, kids. Do you like freestyle? Want to see Pastrana go big off a dirt pile? Check out the shot from the blimp. This is the second of the 2 runs in the finals. There's only a couple of guys that think they can squeak Pastrana off the top of the box. Yeah, my name's Mike, and it is preempted by the adjective mad. Mad Mike Jones, SMP, Kawasaki 250, Red Bull rider extraordinaire. The consummate showman.
Here he is right here with the lazy boy right out of the gate. We're dealing with the wind a little bit. Last run of the finals. Jonesy needs a score to move up. He's sitting in fourth. Throws the caution. He wants to win this event. He wants to beat Pastrana, Sinkmars, Deegan. He doesn't want to settle. He doesn't want to be out of a medal.
You know, he's probably sitting there thinking after he watched Travis ride, I wonder what time his curfew is. Move that kid out of my way.
They're going to have to start making the jump.
Yeah! Rocket air extraordinaire. Mad Mike Jones. He's got some tricks going, right, Cam?
He does. Can you believe that rocket air? He's the only one doing that. It's a variation of the Superman. The one-footed whip right there. I don't know, Jerry. He's definitely putting in a heck of a run. He wants to win. I don't know if he can get it out here. Look at the heel clip looking over at the judges.
Mad Mike spends about 150 days a year riding around in airplanes. He goes to Australia. He's all over Europe. He's got a huge cult following. The guy still races Supercross, hole-shotted. He's a great motorcycle racer.
Speaking of Supercross, he went out to a Supercross event this year, and he decided to race. He hasn't done it once in the last couple of years. He goes out, he qualifies for the main event. Oh, my God.
What is this? He just went over and put a helmet bag on his head. He just jumped blindfolded.
Oh, no!
Yeah! The black bag! Words cannot describe, non ci sono parole. Mad Mike Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, whatever I was going to say just doesn't matter when I saw that.
Yeah.
Now, I can't say for certain. I've never worn my helmet with the bag on, but I think there might be a chance he can see through, but I don't know. Check this out. Earlier in the run with the big cliffhanger, you see the full extension. Jonesy's trying to get to the victory. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Check this out right here. Huge rocket air. Jonesy looking over at the crowd, getting back on the bike. Jonesy packed in all the tricks. Check it out, a textbook heel clicker.
One of the judges gave him a perfect score of 100. He's over there busting donuts for the crowd. Jumping blindfold. Second run. 96.00, Mad Mike Jones. Only one rider has a chance to strip the gold right out of Travis Pastrana's hands. MCT rider, Metal Militia, Brian Deegan. Thank God he's not dating your daughter.
Deegan's going to come out and go huge right now. He's got the spikes on. He's going to come out and rev it up. He psyched us out. We thought he was coming out the middle. He's going around the side. There he is. Deegan coming out with nothing. Barely getting his hand back on the bike. He's going to push it.
The Metal Militia breaks all the rules. Rule number 1 in their handbook, there are no rules.
Look at that Superman extension right there for Deegan. He's famous for a lot of things, but crazy things he says on TV for throwing his bike away with Supercross, but can be known as a gold medalist at the X Games here in 1999.
These guys make their own videos. They get some sick stuff going on. They're always rolling tape. If you stick with them and you're on the road, you're probably going to get in trouble and get cuffed and stuffed.
I don't know how they do it. How do they stay out of jail with that attitude? Check those gusts of wind right now, gusting up to 17 miles an hour. Deegan go across, doing a no-footer regardless of the wind. He said earlier, I don't care about the wind. I am going to go out there and win this event. And he's putting in a heck of a show. Look at him coming across to nothing, to no-handed lander.
Deegan's originally from Omaha, Nebraska. He has that hot look on his face, but really he's just a nice guy.
Yeah, right! The corn-fed country boy turned California psycho Metal Militia. Look at the wind knack-knack.
Back. Black is back, and he's on the track.
Yeah, Deegan, you hear the horn. He's out of time. This is going to be his last hit. Superman C-grab right there, going right at the crowd.
Oh, my God, he's taking on a seagull.
He was high enough to take out a seagull. He's revving it up. Here it goes right here. Deegan with the Superman going straight back. Look at the bike up and down. Look at his body positioning. That is textbook right there for Brian Deegan. Big Superman seat grab here. Look at this whip with the knack-knack.
After all the talk, it's time to walk. Looks like Deegan's going to have to take the bus back to Oakland. 96.67. Looks like that puts him down on the bottom of our leaderboard. Brian Deegan gets the bronze. Mike Sigma's riding for shift with the silver. And you know it. What a show. Travis Pastrana, first gold, first time for Freestyle Moto X here in San Francisco.
On the final trick of his final run, Travis made a big splash, literally, wearing a life jacket under his jersey. He launched off a dirt bank at the end of the pier and into the bay where a boat he supplied was waiting for him. Due to the nature of the stunt, the management of ESPN determined it was irresponsible and decided not to show it. He keeps his gold medal, but the prize money goes to salvaging the bike, and part of the money will go to the Save the Bay Foundation. Travis has apologized to everyone for this incident, and we look forward to seeing him defend his gold medal at next year's game.